Hello everyone. Today we're gonna play a little game. Yeah, you guys know I love games. This is a very low stakes game, okay? I've never done anything like it on this channel before. And if you clicked on this video, you probably already know what we're doing based on the title, okay? But the general concept is like a tag yourself, this or that style video, brain game. So I've seen a lot of videos with this or that triggers edition, where it'll be like, do you like this sound or that sound better? But this is gonna be a tad bit more vibes based, okay? I have a whole freaking lineup of stuff. It's like a mess over here, of different things I want you to choose from just based on what you're drawn to, okay? So, let me stop yapping and let's get started. So, first we're gonna do some simple, like, color-based ones. This is most likely what I'll use in the thumbnail, because it's the most visually satisfying in terms of clickability. But it also is a little challenging because you have a lot of choices. So we're gonna break it down, okay? Here we have some paint samples. We're gonna go row by row, and I want you to tell me, just based on impulse, based on what calls to you, try to connect with your intuition, which one you pick from each row, okay? So we're gonna go vertically, row by row to begin with, okay? So from these colors, which one are you drawn to? Are you drawn to this kind of burnt orange, this like brighter lipstick color, or this like mauve? I don't know what that is actually. I don't know what the fuck mauve looks like. Okay, interesting. I think out of all of these, I am most drawn to this one. Oh hey, kind of looks a little bit like my necklace. Okay. Those were gooseberry, brick dust, and red gumball. So, if you want to keep track of what you picked and let me know in the comments, that's cool. But if you would rather just kind of not worry about that, then that's also fine. So, let's do the next row here. Which one are you drawn to? Okay. I would say personally, I am drawn to this one right here, the center one, because it reminds me of a shade of lipstick I wear, or lip gloss matte stuff. These are called, oh, I got confused, cinnamon diamonds, chili pepper, and pizza pie. Alright, so those were yours, and now we're getting a little more tricky because these ones are a lot more similar. So, let's flipperoo this again. Of these three, which are you most drawn to? Are you most drawn to Ashes of Roses, Raffia Cream, or Sandpaper? Ashes of Roses, Raffia Cream, or Sandpaper. Okay, interesting. And then finally this row. Which one? Up here. I'll read the names in case you're curious, because I love reading the paint names. Warmstone, Kangaroo Paw, or Winter Peach? Warmstone, Kangaroo Paw, Winter Peach. Which one are you drawn to? Okay. I think for me, I would say Winter Peach. Not exactly sure why, but I think it's just pretty. Okay. Now we're going to do something similar with the paint samples. I'm going to keep using these. I have plenty in front of me, by the way. We'll use these for various different various variations of the same exercise, okay? So what I'm going to do for this one is I'm going to read out loud to you. On the side you can't see. There's another side here, okay? I'm going to read out loud to you the names of a row of paint samples. You're going to tell me based on the name, just how it sounds, which one you're drawn to. Okay, and then I'll flipperoo and show you what your color looks like. Okay, and we'll say whichever one you're drawn to is the color that your aura is right now. Okay, let's begin. Ready? Georgia peach, Georgian leather, sunset, pardon me, or ancient copper. One more time. That's Georgia peach, Georgian leather, summer sunset, or ancient copper. Okay, have you picked? All right. It's gonna be Georgia peach, Georgian leather, summer sunset, and ancient copper. Do you think that the one you picked based on name is also what you would have picked visually? It's kind of interesting. Okay. Now, I'm gonna flip to a page you haven't seen. Okay, we'll do the same with the names here. I'll give you 3 to choose from. Soleil, as in sun. Soleil, Soleil. Belgian waffle. Or hearth. Okay, Belgian waffle, Soleil, hearth. You ready? I'll show you. Don't mind this ugly little advertisement part, but here were the colors. Top to bottom, Soleil, Belgian waffle, and hearth. Okay. Of course, for me, it feels like the obvious choice there is Belgian waffle, because yum. But the colors are all so damn similar. Although I do think I would be drawn to Belgian waffle if I had to pick. So that checks out. Alright, we're gonna do one more time before we move on to something else, and we'll circle back to doing some more colors later, but I just don't want to bore you. Okay. Let's do sandpiper. Not paper, piper. Orange maple, big cypress, or nutmeg. Sandpiper, orange maple, big cypress, or nutmeg. Okay, have you picked? Excellent. So, top to bottom, sandpiper, orange maple, big cypress, nutmeg. It was this middle row, top to bottom. Which one did you pick, and do you like that the most? Is that the color that stands out to you most, or is the color that stands out to you different than the name you chose? I think both in name and color, nutmeg stands out to me, but I do have the kind of an advantage, or not even an advantage, but it probably influenced me that I got to see the name and the coloring combination, which one I was drawn to. Okay, we'll come back to some paint samples later because I have plenty more, and not just in this booklet. Next, I'm going to show you some stationery, but it's actually paintings, art. Okay, and I'm gonna have you pick between 2. Okay, like a this or that. Let's start with, are you more drawn to this or to that? This or that? I wish it wasn't all shiny from the ring light, but I hope you can still get a good look. Which one are you more drawn to? Okay, very good. Now, I think I am more drawn to this, which is actually funny because I have multiple things in my house with this exact painting on it. This Van Gogh. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. is I'm going to have to cut that because I genuinely had to check myself and make sure it was a Van Gogh because I didn't want to embarrass myself. But yes, alas, it is a Van Gogh. Okay, moving on. Are you more drawn to this here or this? Which one calls to you? Which one do you resonate with? Which one do you think is pretty? Okay, very good. Okay, and now what about, I'm gonna do a repeat. Here we go. This one here. Or this one from before. Okay, good. And finally, we're gonna pit two very famous ones against each other. We're gonna do a Monet versus a Van Gogh. Monet versus Van Gogh. Which of these two calls to you more? Okay. Very good. Now, I just thought of this. Guys, I am really making this up as I go along. I mean, I picked out a bunch of stuff beforehand, but we're just kind of freestyling today. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tap on two separate of these cards, and you're going to pick based on sound alone which one you prefer, okay? And then I'm going to show you which painting it was. And you'll tell me, does that add up with what you would have picked between the two, just like the paint, okay? Ready? First one. Okay, that's number one. And number two here. All right. You ready? This was number one, and this was number two. Which one? Did it match? Did it match with which one you would have picked? Okay, interesting. Alright, so I think for now we're gonna put a pause on the 2D objects and move on to something a little different. Okay, you ready for this? Tokidoki. She's the orange creamsicle Tokidoki. Keychain. Okay. Tokidoki Unicorno is what they are actually called. Or La Boo Boo. La Boo Boo keychain. Now, is this a real La Boo Boo? No. It is a La Foo Foo, and my grandma got it for me, so I don't know if that changes your opinion. I don't know why my grandma buying it for me would change your opinion. But would you rather Tokidoki or La Boo Boo? Tokidoki, La Boo Boo, Tokidoki, La Boo Boo. La Foo Foo, Tokidoki, or La Foo Foo. Okay, interesting. I think of the two, if I were you in your position, I'd probably be drawn to La Foo Foo. La Foo Foo. He actually makes some pretty good, interesting sounds. I got him overalls, but one of the buttons already fell off. Oops. I say already, like I haven't had him for a few months at this point, but okay. Moving on. I know some of you are like, get that fucking La Boo Boo out of my face. The La Boo Boo haunts you everywhere you go. Alright, another plush. This or that. Fugglers. I don't think they have names. But do you prefer orange Fugler? Or blue Fugler? Which one? Which one? I would pick, personally, the blue one. I just like that its eyes. I like its eyes better. I prefer it to the button eyes. The button eyes is giving dead inside. He's giving dead inside, but in like a cute, like, head empty, no thoughts way. And I like that he's missing a tooth, too. I'm very endeared to this one. This one is ugly. I don't care about him. He's my least favorite son. Just kidding. Maybe. Sorry, Butler. But he's cuter, in my opinion. Do you agree? Yes or no? Let me know in the comments. If I need to hear some support for this guy. If you genuinely feel that he is better than this guy, I need an explanation. It's giving dead inside. My necklace has been slowly inching downwards through the course of this video, and you know what? That's okay. I'm just gonna let it happen. Okay. Now. I want you to pick between two choker necklaces. Speaking of necklace, that actually was an unintentional segue, but we've got this borbolla flower choker. Very pretty, very cute. Thanks, Amazon, I believe is where this is from. Or this star choker, this plastic little star choker with a magnetic little clasp on the end here. Let's see what that sounds like. So it looks kind of like this. I feel like I don't wear this one often because, like, the fact that they are like semi-translucent makes it kind of like blend in a little bit with my neck. But which do you prefer if you had to pick? This or that? Which one calls to you? Which one do you resonate with? Which one aligns with your energy? Bookies, what do you think? Okay, interesting. I'm sure you can tell by my commentary, but I would pick the purple one over the star. But I did wear this star one in a video one time, and I've never worn the purple in a video, so I guess it has that going for it. Okay, let's venture back into the world of the 2D with this Sushi Go card game. Not Spawn. But this is a fire-ass game, if you haven't played it. It's really fun. Okay, so I have 2 Sushi Go cards that I will present you with. I want you to pick one. It doesn't necessarily have to reflect what you would choose if they were real sushis, but I'm not going to tell you how you can and can't decide, how you can and can't make your decisions, and which one you're drawn to. So you make the rules. This is your world. You ready? Tempura or sashimi? Tempura, sashimi. Which one are you more drawn to? This or that? Which one are you drawn to? Okay. And how about this? How about on the lid of the box? The lid of the box. Yes, the lid of the box. Which of these squares, 1, 2, 3, 4, are you drawn to? I'm a fan of him. I think he's wasabi. Wasabi. But I also like how big this one is. What would you pick? I really apologize for the ring light. I'm trying my best. Okay. Say goodbye to Sushi Go. Sushi Go, bye-bye. How do you guys feel about liquids? Liquids? How do we feel about them? Alright, well. I have 2 body sprays here. Perfumes, whatever you want to call them. We've got pink. Fresh and clean. I did not like the sound that just made. Pink, fresh and clean in a plastic bottle. Or Lush Goddess in a little glass bottle. Plastic bottle, glass bottle. Which one are you drawn to? You don't have to know what they smell like. Just which one is called. Okay. Interesting. Now, between these two, I'm gonna take the lid off of this one because the other one's missing the lid, and I don't want to give it an advantage. Between these 2 Lush perfumes, Lush Lust or Lush Goddess. Which one would you pick? They're both about equally used, although I have to say I way prefer Goddess to Lust. Which one do you prefer? This or that? This or that? Okay. Yeah, well, if you wonder what I smell like sometimes, not that I wear body spray that often, it's this or this. Now, I love show and tell. You guys know I love show and tell. I can't resist. This is an ancient bottle of pink fresh and clean. I don't know if they've ever officially said that they reformulated their fresh and clean, but it doesn't smell like this anymore. Okay, I got this bottle off Facebook Marketplace. You can tell they don't do this cute little polka dot design on the bottle anymore. And it smells so freaking good. So good. I cherish this scent. Cherish. Now, I'm low-key wondering if they never reformulated it and I just like the smell of friggin' expired body spray, but I don't know, does body spray expire like that? I don't know. Anyway, let's get back on track. Alright. Next we've got some colors again, some orange, pink, yellow, green, blue. Orange, pink, yellow, green, blue. Little sticky tabs. Which one of these are you drawn to? Just listen to your impulses, okay? Which one are you drawn to? Very interesting. Actually, why am I acting like I can't write on the sticky notes? Good to know. I would have never guessed that about you. Okay, next I have my infamous strawberry shortcake planner notebook. Okay, and as you can see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 little tabs, divider tabs up top here. I'll give you a closer look in a second, and each one of them, if you flip to the page, has a different strawberry shortcake art picture. So I want you to pick the tab, and then I will show all of you which picture is connected to the one you picked, okay? So, which tab are you drawn to? Are you drawn to the single strawberry? Very independent. Are you drawn to the blue tab with a little ladybug? Are you drawn to this one here? The little basket of strawberries? Or this one, cute little pear with pink, a pair of strawberries. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Which one are you drawn to most, my bookies? Now, let's see what you got. If you picked the solo strawberry, this is your page. I get the sense that you're very independent and you like to do your hobbies by yourself. I don't know. I'm not a friggin' like tarot reader or nothing. I just thought it would be fun. Alright. Next tab is going to be the little ladybug. Oh, look at that. we've got Strawberry and her friends climbing up a trellis and passing down a strawberry. So maybe you're very community-based, community-oriented. You love spending time with your friends more than most. You're a social butterfly. And yeah, oh look, there's a cute little dog too. Cute little dog. Okay. Next one is gonna be the little bushel, the little basket. Oh, another one with all her friends. Let's see. A wheelbarrow. Got them all in a wheelbarrow. Barrel. And they're standing on the leaves. Okay. And finally, we got the little pear. Yes, strawberries. That's the final piece. Your page. Oh, it's just Strawberry and her cat. I know deep down somewhere in my brain what that cat's name is, but it's not coming to me at the moment. Strawberry shortcake with her wheelbarrow and her little kitty. So, are you happy with the results based on the tab that you chose? Alright. Wonderful. So this next one is pretty simple. 2 straws. This one is a glass straw. And this one is a plastic one, but it's got this like red sort of swirly design. So, would you prefer to drink from this straw or from this straw? Alright, very good. Very nicely done. Now listen closely. This is of the utmost importance. 1, 2, 3, eyes on me. Alright. I'm going to do a speed round of this or that stickers. Okay? Stickers. I'll show you 2 little stickers. You pick between them. Alright. Here we go. This says a whole lot about you. Do you prefer what? Cat or chill cat with a microphone? Okay. Rilakuma with a spoon. Bumperin with a flower. Alright. Kuromi going bleh, or cute little fluffy penguin. Very good. Oh, this was a good one. Big Chungus cat. Or minion cat. Big Chungus or minion. Okay. All-seeing glowing eyes cat. Or cat in a green little tote bag. I'm not gonna lie, I thought he was wrapped in lettuce at first, but which one? Okay, now we've got one of the twin stars, or Kiropi with a cute little toothy smile. Okay. This or that. Okay. This or that. This or that. Okay. This or that. Tag yourself. Which one do you resonate with? Okay, very good. This or that. Okay. Are you keeping up? Very good. Good job. This or that. These ones are so cute. Okay. Very interesting. Good answers. I feel like that says a lot about you. So I'll need to jot down some notes about that because I feel like I can really psychoanalyze a lot about you based on those pics. Okay. Now we're gonna circle back, just like I promised. You thought I was lying. I would never lie to you. I'm gonna circle back to the color swatches, the paint swatches. So let me grab those. It is under a mountain of other things now. Green, my favorite color. Although none of these are my preferred shades of green. Okay, if you had to pick one of these, here's the darkest. There's the lightest. That's almost white. Which of these are you drawn to? Which one do you resonate with? If you were a shade of green from this, which one would you be? Okay, interesting. No, I actually asked this really briefly in a previous video, my tingle immunity video, but I was thinking of, I don't know how I could make it into a full video, but I asked some questions like, if one of these shades of green was the day Tuesday, which one would it be? Okay, now if one of these shades of green was the number 4, which one would it be? But I have no even idea where I would begin, like what I would name that video. I don't know. And also I feel like some people just like wouldn't get it, and they would be like, this is stupid. Alright, let's move on to another favorite color of mine. Purple. Okay, so once again, please pick one shade of purple. Interesting, okay. Now I want you to pick your second favorite shade of purple. It's your second favorite. Alright, let's do some shade names again. Alright, you ready? High Society. Old Mission Pink. Magic Moments. I can hardly see. Purple Basil. Gothic Amethyst. Velvet Slipper. Or Milk and Cookies. Which one are you drawn to? Okay. Now I'll flip it. We've got Milk and Cookies, Magic Moment, Old Mission Pink, High Society, Gothic Amethyst, Velvet Slipper, and Purple Basil. Does that match up with the ones you chose? Your first and second? Was it either one of those? Okay. Interesting. So let's circle back to the greens. We're going to do the same with the shade names, okay? Ready? Here we go. And I don't know if you noticed, but I'm kind of shuffling the order of these so that you don't try to get smart on me and remember which one it was. Okay. Peppermint Patty. Sprite Twist. Blarney Stone. Tint of Green. Garden Mint. Basil Pesto. Are you ready? The grand reveal. Tint of Green, Peppermint Patty, Sprite Twist, Heath Green. What the hell is Heath Green? Isn't Heath... Is there another name for... like another meaning of Heath that's not the candy bar? Okay. Heath Green, Garden Mint, Basil Pesto, or Blarney Stone. So, did it align with your choice last time? Interesting. Alright. And finally, let's circle back to our big booklet. Okay. I kind of lied, because this is a single page, but it's similar to the booklet, okay? But shit's about to get intense. Are you ready for this? It's shades of white. They are incredibly similar. So this, you're gonna have to get really in touch with your intuition, okay, in order to spot which color calls to you. So first, I'm gonna show you the entire page, okay, and you're going to pick one single shade of white. Are you ready? Here we go. I think my eye probably goes to this one right here. I'm not even sure why, but I'm intrigued to know what you guys picked. Okay. And now how about we do a little this or that? about this one or that one? This one or that one? This one or that one? Okay, this one or that one? This or that, this or that. Okay, this one or that one? This or that, this or that. Oh, okay. Now, I'm throwing a curveball at you guys. I did not tell you about the final boss. I don't know. I'm just finishing. My necklace just fell off. Okay, fuck it. We're going without the necklace. Ta-da! Yes, we have my hair samples here. Which of these shades are you drawn to? Just based off a quick little look, which one is you? Which one is you? Tag yourself. Okay. Okay. Now, how about if I give you 3 to pick from? Okay. Between this, this, and this. Which shade of coppery red do you prefer? Okay. What about between this, and this? Ooh, very similar shades of brown. Which do you prefer right now? Okay, very good. And what about this? Out of these three, yes, they look very similar. Which do you pick? Which one resonates with you? Okay, interesting. Now, I want you to pick a number 1 through 11. 1 through 11, okay? You got it. Here we go. Take a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Does your number choice, how close does it come to the shade you picked earlier? Does it? I suppose I didn't allow you to choose from these, so it could be something totally different, but just wondering. Okay, now what about 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Do it again. 1 through 11. Okay. Here we go. This is both 1 and 2. Crazy. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Whatever number you picked, were you happy with the result of the hair color? Alright. Okay, guys, I think that's gonna do it for today's video. Tried something new, something new that we've never done before on this channel. I hope you guys liked it. Let me know if you did. I have a big, giant, huge freaking mess to clean up. And I have to pack because I'm leaving for vacation very soon. So, I love you guys. I hope you have a wonderful week. And if you don't have a wonderful week, I hope one wonderful thing happens this week. Okay? I love you. Like, subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment so I have something to read because I'm bored and lonely. And I'll see you next time.